fleet bought the territory from the Russian Tsar.
Hello.
Is this Opal, Thomas's mother?
This is she.
I just saw your son hit your daughter in the face.
Thomas? Hit Pearl?
Yes. Don't seem she was teasing him something fierce.
Thank you for letting us know. We will deal with this immediately.
Well, while I've got you on the phone, are you coming to the potluck and pinochle game this Saturday night?
You couldn't keep me away.
Give her love to Richard. Toodaloo.
Bye-bye.
Hi. Is there something you need to tell us?
I don't think so.
Thomas, are you lying to us?
I could never lie to my beautiful mother.
That's so you lied your
No!
Thomas, did you hit your sister?
No.
Did you punch your sister?
No.
Did you touch your sister in any way?
No.
Cyber Monk said that you hit your sister.
Well,
Out with it.
she kind of ran into my fist with her face.
Thomas!
She said Mr. Whipple doesn't exist! He's just in my mind.
We don't hit girls.
Well, what if they hit you first?
First.
No, I was just checking.
You have to
Or maybe I gave desserts.
Did you spank me like other parents?
Now go wash up.
Lickety splits.
So,
Okay, Mama.
I have a surprise for date night.
Then her tickets?
Even better. Broadway tickets to the sound of music.
Wow. What a surprise.
You think Mr. Potato Head back?
It's all and it's mine!
You take that back!
Say uncle!
Uncle! Okay, we can share!
I don't want to share. I want Mr. Potato Head!
Can I have one of your Barbies?
Only if we can have a tea party.
Fine!
Good.
After you, my dear.
Too kind, my dear. Too kind.
Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday, dear Pearl! Happy birthday to you!
President John F. Kennedy was assassinated today. Kennedy, 46, died at 1 p.m. Chicago time in the emergency room.
As the Packers demolished the Kansas City Chiefs 35-10 in the first Super Bowl.
Michigan Avenue was turned into a bloody battleground last night as police swung their sticks on anti-war demonstrators and anti-democratic convention pickets in streets outside the Conrad Hilton Hotel. Man set foot on the moon's surface last night. The historic moment came when Neil A. Armstrong climbed down the ladder of the Apollo 11 landing module and said, "I'm going to step off the LM now." That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Oh my god, Pearl, can you believe that the Beatles disbanded?
I am in mourning. Yoko is to blame.
I don't want to start crying again! Now that we can vote at 18, do you think we can vote the Beatles back together? No such luck.
Free will.
Wow. High school juniors now.
Too bad your brother Thomas is not around. He is seriously
Yeah,
cute.
he's in college now.
He went to Woodstock.
If I just opened my big old eyes, I could have seen what was right in front of me. I would have dated him when he asked me out.
Asked you out?
He is seriously filthy.
This is my brother you're talking about.
So, girl, who do you like?
Well, Denny.
Denny?
Oh, cheer for him, I swear.
So what have we done so far tonight, girls? We made cookies.
Check.
Painting our toesies.
Check.
Prank the boys. Check.
Called the radio station to play
War! What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Denise, put your book down already. My new Holly Quinn romance.
Isn't it tawdry?
Uh-huh.
Oh, did you hear the new Elton John album? He is dreamy, isn't he? I would love to date him. Because look there. My first kiss. Denny just got in the place to do it so romantic.
Denny scored a touchdown for me. The Irish princess. He is so groovy.
Prince
to dare, or would you rather?
Or TV the football players' house.
Or both.
Let's go.
The voters yesterday adopted the proposed new constitution to replace the state's century-old charter.
Billy Williams had played 1,117 consecutive games for the Cubs, and the box office score accompanying this story is the first without his name in the Chicago lineup since 1960.
The Republican members of the Illinois House have decided to quit stalling on ratification of the proposed 26th Amendment, which would give the vote in all elections to 18. In sports today, Smoking Joe Frazier pummeled his way to a 15-round decision over Muhammad Ali tonight to win the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world. This was a match billed as the Battle of the Century.
You just said you were cool for leaving the party for show.
I'm fine.
Then what's wrong?
Nothing.
No, seriously.
I said to go ahead.
Then why are you angry?
I'm not angry.
So what's the problem?
What's the problem? The facts that I need to explain to you that there is a problem is the problem.
I don't get it.
Exactly. You don't get it. I am 17. I am pregnant. My life as I know it is over. Your life as you know it should be over. Yet we are supposed to be getting married tomorrow when you want to go have a bachelor's party. Go out, get drunk, and God knows what.
Hey, it's my last night as a free man.
Oh, and what about me? Would it make sense for me to go out and have a bachelorette hen party?
No, you're pregnant. That'd be creepy.
And what makes you different?
I'm not pregnant.
Exactly. You are not pregnant. But you're about to be a daddy, and that's not creepy. You spring this on me, and you're okay with this?
It was Joe's idea. He's my best man, my wingman.
You are about to be a husband. You don't need a wingman anymore. You told me, pushed me to have this kid, to keep this kid, and this is what you think is the right thing to
Girl, it's just a few hours, and then I'll be yours again.
do? Wow.
Look,
If that is what you want, do it. I was so blind. You are so not ready to do
I didn't
that.
apologize.
You were still partying.
I'm working at that store.
You didn't want to go to college. You didn't want to grow up. But now I have to grow up. But you're still Peter Pan going through the motions, but not really here, not really invested, not really ready to be a dad.
are you ready to be a mom?
No. But it's not fair to this kid if I'm not. I made a choice and I need to live with it. You got to stay in the same school. I had to leave as soon as I was showing. Girls think you are cute. Girls think I was the tramp that trapped you. Guys think I was easy.
That's not my fault.
No. But I have to live with it anyhow. And you want to go to a gentleman's club and get drunk with your wingman. Oh, and how many nights a week we're going to be with your wingman once we're married?
2 or 3.
Wow.
What?
Does your dad do that?
No, he's staying.
And you're not?
No, I'm just getting started. We're just getting started.
But are we?
What?
Are we getting started?
Yeah, I mean, we were getting our own place if you still want to. His dad offered us an apartment so he doesn't have to hear the baby crying, and we can get some space of our own. And we can even rent out the second room to help with the rent and stuff, because kids are expensive, right?
Who would want to rent a room with a newborn baby crying all the time?
About that.
What are you not telling me?
Well, we could use some help with the rent and the bill since you're not contributing.
Contributing? Really? Seriously? I am having a baby! No one will hire me! I still need to graduate. You can even take me to prom.
No, that bummed me out too, but someone's got to pay the bills.
Who?
Well, Joe offered to move in and he could help with the rent and the kid. He could help with the kid.
The same Joe that is throwing you a bachelor's party? The same Joe that couldn't bother to come to our rehearsal dinner.
He couldn't get out of work.
No.
He couldn't.
No.
Help me out here, bro.
I can't do this.
It's a little too late for that.
It is too late. It could sure be a lot worse. Do you know Joe hates me?
He doesn't hate you.
You're right. He was jealous. He asked me out first and I turned him down flat because I knew he was a schmuck.
What? No. Joe wouldn't ask you out. You're not his type of girl.
Oh, so you're calling me a liar?
No.
And then you asked me out, and even though you weren't Ivy School bound, I loved your eyes and your smile, and
The rest is history.
with every step of the way, Joe's been an absolute.
You just thought you trapped
the rest of the jobs. So why would he want to move in with us? He's not part of our family. And the way you're acting, I'm not even sure if we are a family.
What?
Denny, I love you, and I know you love me.
Yeah.
But we need to be a real team to do this.
Aren't we?
Well, I'll give you an A for effort.
That's good, isn't it?
Denny, you're willing to be a full-time dad.
Yeah, of course.
But Denny, you're acting like you still need a dad to give you even a curfew.
Hey, I'll get it someday. Just not tonight, all right?
Denny, if you can't make these calls now, then as much as I love you, I can't marry you.
You think you've got all the answers? You're just a kid too.
I know, but someone has to be the grown-up here. So I guess it has to be me. Take care, Denny.
Are you two coming in?
No, just me.
Just you?
Well, my choice, but just us.
Our family.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy, skies are gray.
Wave bye, honey.
Please don't take my sunshine.
Dad, can I have the green room?
That is your room, Slugger.
Seriously? It's huge. It works, Daddy?
It has your name on the door, Wanda.
Kids, I'm ordering pizza.
Pepperoni?
As long as I get ice cream, I'm cool.
Cool.
Muy bien.
Mama, Daddy, tonight, can you read us a story?
We do every night.
I choose.
Both do the voices.
I'll be there in a minute, finishing loading the dishwasher.
I made a friend today. Her name is Shelty. She made me a dandelion necklace. I like her. Shelty's nice. What's not to like?
Saigon government surrendered unconditionally to the Viet Cong Wednesday, ending 30 years of warfare. Columns of South Vietnamese troops pulled out of their defensive positions in the city, marched to several points.
Was a new bed sheet.
We can always buy another one.
I can't believe Oscar. Not even getting his kid a Halloween costume.
At least Oscar and Shelby's porch light is off this year, so the neighbor kids know not to trick or treat there.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's not fair to her. Shelby's a great kid.
You got that right. Honestly, I wish that Oscar would just let her come live here.
Thank
We're not the only family willing to take her in.
Oscar's hoarding is getting worse too. Daniel down at the liquor store says he can't keep enough in stock for him.
But they don't have money for food. Trick or treat. Thank you.
Addiction is awful. I see it on the road enough.
Wanda said Oscar yelled at Shelty, cleaning the house the other day. Again. Take a cake. Thank you.
Did she wear long sleeves to school the next day again?
Yes, and forgot her Jimmy for him. Again.
It was worth the new bedsheet.
I love you, sweetheart.
Ditto, love. Ditto.
Carol Burnett is on.
And the Bob Hope special.
Ooh, the Carpenters are singing.
British Airways and Air France have applied to the U.S. Transportation Secretary William T. Coleman Jr. for permission to fly 6 Concorde flights a day from London and Paris to New York and Washington.
Jen, don't touch me. Stop. Yes, you are. Stop touching me. I said stop. I'm not touching. You're touching.
Hello, Shelty.
It's the one behind you. I found a bird. What do you mean, this bird?
Hi, Shelty. Shelty, you have a pet bird?
I found him in my chimney. Cool.
What did you name him?
Sky.
Because birds fly in the sky?
I couldn't understand why he flew in there when he has the whole sky to fly.
It's rough sometimes, sweetheart. Birds want to be warm, so they go where it's comfortable, on top of the chimney. And then sometimes they get woozy, and the little birdies get confused because the thing that gave them comfort can be the thing to hurt them. And at that point, they just fall down the hatch. Poor bird. Poor little Sky.
Megan, I want to be a bird that flies, not one that stays somewhere because something feels good but it's hurting them deep inside.
Are you okay, Shelty? Are you okay?
I'm okay. I'm always okay.
Listen, Shelty, I'm happy that you came over, but it's getting late, and you know the rules. You don't want your name to end up on a milk carton.
Oh, Shelty, why don't we call your dad and see if he can stay for dinner? We are having meatloaf and carrots.
Rhubarb apple
Well,
Come on, Shelty. You can help me set the table while I call your dad.
Mr. Garrity, can you hold Sky for me? Mama?
yes, sweetie.
Why is Shelty always here?
Well,
I mean, she's awesome and funny.
and pretty.
A little, yeah.
Shelty has a rough go of it. Cancer took her mama 2 years ago, and her dad has need of help.
Is it because of the tons of stuff in their house?
In part,
And no food?
that's why the neighbors take her in bringing meals to their house.
And handing out clothes? And lunches to school?
Yes. When someone can't help themselves, then we all do a little extra.
She could come live here, and I can give her my bed.
I already talked to her dad. That didn't work out.
So, what do we do?
Son, we are doing it. Come on, let's go inside.
We have pizza, but I don't like pizza.
800-mile Alaskan pipeline finally began to pay off Monday when the nation's richest oil field.
They're all talking about Star Wars, a space fantasy film busting box office records throughout the United States. President Carter, Egyptian President Anwar Sadat, and Israeli Prime Minister ended their 13-day Camp David summit late Sunday night.
A reactor at 3 Mile Island is out of control, and the world wonders whether a China syndrome, a hypothetical nuclear plant catastrophe, is trying.
Do you think I only got the job because I'm most woman? Yes. Wow. And I only got the job because I am a woman as well. Sorry. Sometimes I fought so hard just to get here that I forget king of the mountain doesn't always have to be a way of life. Do you ever feel that we are all glorified secretaries who are coffee-fetching, dictation-taking automates? Affirmative action has made it easier, believe it or not. And yet I still can't get on a men's-only golf course to compete fairly. It's a joke. Sally, see you at the meeting, only to be turned away at the gate. I just want a career, not to be graded on what I wear. And if I hear another dumb blonde joke, I'm going to choke someone. I was furious, and I needed to get furious. Are you saying we're all angry? No. I mean, I'm opening up my own consulting business. You are becoming an entrepreneur? Well, I can't go further than that bureaucracy, and with the new small business loans, I've even secured a great lease. That is so brave. I never married being a career woman, and I have a ton of savings, and I'm also stepping up. So, want a job? I don't know what to say. With Crispy. You know, we are in the 1980s, not the 1880s. You don't need to ask permission. I know, it's just, Chris has been so quiet. Emotionally unavailable since he lost his job. And he was traveling so much before that. It's not like he didn't let me have a voice, it's just he was always corporate hubby and I was soccer mom and chauffeur. Not that I minded. Take the weekend, just think about it. I'm offering real benefits and real pay. I'll even start you off with 2 weeks paid vacation. I gotta run home to General Hospital. Bring me into TFN. Whoa, Mom, like, what's up? It looks like your mind is like totally blown. I've just been offered a great job startup. It's risky, but it could really help our family.
Well, he and I are not little kids anymore at all, and you know we help out.
It would be easier to put food on the table.
Yeah, and like gas in the car. Well, I'm gonna go to the mall.
Why do you have your cabbage patch?
There's a toy drive. I thought maybe someone else could use it, plus it always gave Ian the creeps.
How are you getting there? Do you need a lift?
Her. Kim's big brother is driving us.
How old is he?
He's like 17 now.
Okay. Well, the moms are coming over, so call if you need anything. Got it?
Sure thing. Love you best.
Back at ya.
Bye.
So, boo-hoo, you're already in a relationship. Well, I'm still here in the stratosphere getting jobs such as even that close.
Come on.
Maybe I should try computer dating.
Oh, way to score a winner. No, it would really help if you gave up smoking.
Last time I tried, it lasted 5 days. Who knows? Maybe I'll start by donating my ashtray to the rummage sale. See, I was thinking about it.
So, were you at the last soccer game? The new ref is really on top of the calls.
Oh, yes. And did you see Mr. Ref's legs scrumptious?
You're supposed to be cheering our kids.
And who says I can't multitask?
Dan and Grim's house is great.
Too bad they are a couple. Talk about great legs.
Hey, ladies, this is the welcome wagon.
How's the trip?
The house is starting to fill up with stuff for the rummage sale. Cannot wait till it's done.
You know what they say, one man's trash, another man's treasure.
So, what's in your mystery box?
Rachel's Star Wars sheets. She won't take it to college after last semester.
Did I have an ashtray?
How is Rachel? Impossible. She changed her major again.
What is it now?
Interpretive dance.
Oh.
How do you reach someone who lives so much in the moment that they can't seem to get a second to regulate and see what the moments actually were in retrospect? How do you help them take the blindfold off and maybe realize you believe they're capable of happiness and greatness?
Sometimes it feels like that old joke. The light bulb has to want to be changed.
Well, y'all might as well know. George isn't living at home again. He lost another job. Mental illness is back and going strong. I thank God that I can talk to you gals about it without having to deal with any looks about what a failure of mom I am.
Is that when you started smoking again?
George maxed out my credit card again. He's paranoid 1 minute, then mocks me the next. Manic or terrified. I'm just trying to frame this god-awful mess in my head. I just can't get any traction in the mud.
Reframing, humor, yes, that's
unhealthy. It's hard because there are things George could be doing to make his life easier.
Some of the time,
It's hard to know which.
and we keep having to have a tough love talk with him. I mean, he's an adult, but he's not all there when the mental health issues are flaring.
Absolutely.
Yet, when he's being kind and gentle, and he looks helpless, you can see his pain, and your empathy can cast a protective covering over any chasm. But when he's being hostile and surly, you want to yell, "Go out the door!" and hit you on the way out.
I think the hardest types of loss are the ambiguous ones. The ones that are harder to outwardly mourn because no one is acknowledging the pain with you.
Your kid leaving for college, floundering,
Child unraveling.
infertility.
Your spouse slipping away. No one brings you casseroles for that sort of loss.
Oh, honey.
Hey, I have way too many Girl Scout cookies for us to share.
We're gonna need a lot more than that.
And the rummage sale is happening whether we're ready or not.
Okay, we have lots of boxes.
You would not believe the stuff. I have a disco ball and enough Beatles albums to wallpaper. Watch the Legos!
John Lennon, the driving force behind the legendary Beatles rock group, was shot to death late Monday as he entered his luxury apartment building on Manhattan's
Mount St. Helens blew its top Saturday with a blast felt 200 miles away.
Prince Charles and Lady Diana, married in fairy tale splendor and trailing a just marriage. When the Space Shuttle Challenger goes into orbit Saturday, a bit of history will be along for the ride. Seated behind the mission commander and pilot will be a 32-year-old astrophysicist from Stanford University, Sally Ride, the first American woman.
How are you doing?
It's nice to talk to you sometimes.
I'll go grab some lemonade then.
Can we talk for a bit?
My father used to love hitting walls, or actually, I don't know if he loved hitting walls or if he just couldn't keep all that anger in. Anger that would just boil up inside of him, and the walls welcomed it. They fought against his fists, his rage, they could take it.
It must have been terrifying.
At one point, he couldn't handle the hardness of the walls against his knuckles, and his skin would just tear with the force, so he moved on to me. To my soft bits, they didn't hurt him like the walls did.
You didn't deserve that, Shelty. You were a great kid, and we knew that something was wrong, but we just never knew what. We tried to be there for you, Shelty, but you were always so just evasive and just somehow tried to be happy. But the happiness, it was like a veil over something that we just couldn't quite reach.
Right, Ian? Eventually, I retreated inside to pleasing people. You could, regulate to some extent, just predict how safe I would be if I made things happy and rosy and predictable. I was giving so much of myself to so many people that I felt myself becoming empty inside, just emptier and emptier.
Was that when your dad got sick? He started drinking more and more. And I started seeing you less and
I
less.
tried to forgive him. I kept forgiving him until the forgiveness well just dried up inside of me, as did the tears I never shed. I just kept retreating inside.
It's hard to forgive someone when they keep wronging you in the same way and never want to atone, never want to set it right.
And that day, the day after he died, I was changing the urine-stained sheets off the bed because he'd never let me change them without a fight. And every fight ended the exact same way, with me being the wolf.
I've got you, Shelty. I've got you. He's not going to hurt you anymore, I promise.
And I feel so guilty because I keep wondering, what if I took better care of him when he's still being found?
He was killing himself with his addiction.
know it in here, but I keep telling myself in here.
Listen, you did all anyone could do.
I have been mourning the lives we could have lived, the memories we could have made. I wanted to be loved.
And you deserve to be loved.
I'm trying to get through this, I just don't know how.
Practice? You aren't alone anymore.
Guess I'm not.
Shelty, do you promise not to laugh?
Of course.
I have loved you ever since we were 10 years old.
What?
Don't you remember? I was mowing your yard, and then you came out with a pretty sun hat with the yellow flower, and then you brought me out some lemonade. And it was the sweetest thing ever.
The lemonade.
Oh gosh, no, that was too hard. But you.
Me?
You were the sweetest thing I had ever laid my eyes on.
I was?
But I was so shy, and I just couldn't untie my tongue.
I thought you were just trying to be cool.
I thought that you were out of my league, that you were
Too good for me. I couldn't understand why you'd ever look at me like that.
I didn't know. I thought you just wanted me as a friend.
Well, I guess you put yourself in the role of my best friend.
Well, Mom always says, make lemonades out of those lemons. So, would you like a glass of lemonade, retroactively 10 years?
I think I would like that.
And a brownie or two?
And a brownie.
Kiss the bride.
America was shocked and searching for answers Tuesday after the fiery disintegration of the shuttle Challenger that killed 7 crew members, including a school teacher who would have been the first private citizen to fly in space.
Mama's going to work. You're going to work, Shelty.
You are being silly, Daddy.
I guess I am.
Mama thought you might like spending time with my Teddy while I'm in summer school.
Well, what's his name?
Her name is Private Miss Struckles.
Well, it's an interesting name.
She's a hero, like G.I. Joe, only she's a girl warrior. See? She picked underwear.
Well, she looks smart and brave.
We will keep you safe when I'm at summer school. Okay, Daddy? And then I'll be back. Are you warm enough?
You don't need to take care of me, sweetheart.
And you're not listening. You took such good care of us, and now it's our turn to take care of you, so don't be a jerk about it, all right?
Okay.
Goodbye, Daddy.
Bye, Daddy! Mama, is Daddy gonna be all right?
You'll be okay, sweetheart.
Please, God, take this away from me. Let me be the man I deserve. Please.
And next you tell me that you pray every day?
I do. I really do.
Wow.
Oh, I'm serious. I need to have faith in something. I lost it in myself. I lost it in this world. I need something bigger than myself.
And you think that's it?
I think it has to be it, right?
Why?
What? I don't know. All I know is that I lost some part of myself out there in that desert. And I didn't come back home. I don't know who I am or where I am sometimes. When the fireworks are supposed to celebrate victory, and all I do is feel like scrambling under a rock.
But I forget better?
I don't know. I don't even feel I know Keegan the way she deserves. But just Keegan, she wanted us to just be a normal family, to go out and to picnic and to play frisbee, and just be a normal family.
And you've just been brave for so long that you got pushed too far and you need this time to regroup.
People take vacations and they come back better. I'm taking a vacation from war. What more can you do than that, Wanda?
I don't know. I work every day like a dog and it didn't help. Do you know that some people can go on living when you work 60 hours a week?
Or go off to war.
I think I started traveling with work, running away, not running to something. You never did that, Ian. You always loved this place so much that you wanted to protect it above all else.
That never worked for you. Fix you.
Traveling? No, I saw a lot of beauty, but I always felt like I was exploring just to explore. I just felt lost.
I still feel lost.
More and more I'm owning that travel isn't exploring new places.
But going back to ones you didn't even know you lost.
Or you were too young.
Or ignorant to savor.
Brother, I might be an idiot, but I think that the only way we can ever truly come back from this is to force ourselves through emotions.
Back to faking it until we make it.
I guess.
I just want to be the strong guy that Shelty fell in love with. That dad that Keegan can bring to show and tell. That doesn't pretend on a weird noise or a not smell or...
You'll get there, Ian. Don't give up.
What if I'm too broken, sis?
We're all too broken, Ian, but we got each other. Ian?
You won't leave me?
You won't leave me? Ian, I got you. You won't leave me. I really need you. I got you. Ian, it's okay.
Okay, family vacation planning time.
Mary's dad said there was a cool cottage on the lake.
Oh, I heard about that. It's very nice. Running water, fireplace, patio.
Or we could stay in an Airbnb. Those are great.
Well, we're borrowing the camper from Uncle Ralph.
Uncle Ralph, no, his camper smells like feet.
I thought we could go to Hot Springs, Missouri. I heard they have something called a spa there, reasonably priced, maybe with a
We
coupon.
can go there in a camper, maybe?
Heart.
Ew, me if I get nose plugs.
My God, it's good to be outside while the website loads. I need to stay plugged in, make sure I get the new contract for players.
Can't believe we might be celebrating another Chicago Bulls championship.
Stuff.
That's the way to do it, building the dream team.
So it seems my daughter thinks Bill Clinton is cute, so president.
Maybe he should be on Saturday morning cartoons.
Well, miracles can't happen, am I
I mean,
right?
the Berlin Wall came down, anything's possible.
Maybe Clinton will be president.
That maybe we could get the Letterman association instead of Jay Leno, right?
I still don't get how that happened.
So, Ian, did you see the last game?
Well, that's a funny story there, buddy. So, Keegan kind of wanted to watch The Simpsons. Chelsea hates The Simpsons. But I promised Keegan she could watch just this once, okay? I'll be back on the game next week.
You know what my son is wearing all the time?
What's that?
Something he calls grunge. And I'm on the Chicago Stock Exchange sporting a suit working my keister off.
Exactly.
Or it will look like a moody lumberjack.
At least your job is secure. They're trying to realign middle management.
I'm sure it'll be fine, team. You're always one step ahead of the game, right, guys? Yeah.
What about you, Ian? I thought they might with Kuwait.
Well, they offered, you know, but I applied. I think I gave enough.
So, are you going to trim your dandelions? We don't want to repeat the same incident as last year.
Why, yes, I will trim my dandelions just as soon as you rake your leaves from last year.
What's the point of raking my leaves? They're all mulch now.
You don't even collect your grass clippings.
If you can't control your dandelions, I'll spray them myself.
It's about high noon.
Fine, I will spray my dandelions. If you cut your bushes, it'll scratch my car.
And I'll trim your bushes when you close your blinds at
You're blinding me here!
I don't care who blinds who, as long as we get that dang squirrel.
Oh, that dang squirrel. He can break into every bird feeder. I'll tell you.
Drastic action.
Ha! Baby squirrel kebabs.
Oh, let's stick the pizza there, buddy. Pepperoni, everyone?
Hey, Jake, are your kids in that reading program at school?
They're getting away from you White Sox tickets.
Come on, Ian. Can you fix the Cubs tickets? Sorry, buddy. They got the PR down. Okay, guys, before the wives get home, let's get the food order.
Pepperoni pizza with the side of squirrel kebab.
I'll drink to that.
The day opened with the thunder of a massive car bombing at the federal building in Oklahoma City and the horror of a death toll that could run.
The Chicago Bulls season came to a close with a thrilling 90-86 victory over the Utah Jazz in Game 6 of the NBA Finals.
England's #1 best-selling adult book and its #1 best-selling children's book, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, has just been published here in the United States by Scholastic Press.
How did you know?
We're trying to hide the lust that's just so rampant in your eyes.
I was helpless. I had no choice, baby. I had to be with her.
Every little thing we do
This
is a choice.
again.
Sleep in, get up early, press the snooze button, be bored, be amorous, cheat,
What?
be faithful. You honor your wedding vows to me.
I do.
For children. I'm done.
You know how many
This
times
time
you said
I'm
that?
really done. I put it somewhere down deep. You still really love
I
me.
do.
Not just my cooking, the way I starched your collars just so away. Always anticipated your every need, but me, your wife, the one you pledged your life to on this swing when you put this ring on my finger.
So you so readily tossed our marriage aside.
You have the gall to say that? Casting me that? Not catching your disease, your infidelity.
Hey, this is not my normal behavior.
Yes, it is. You were unfaithful again. That's what infidelity is.
And I hate that word.
Next, you want me to defend you to my family as you were cheating on me?
Why would you hurt me so?
Do you know how many times men have made me overtures of romance? And I never allowed myself to put any of those in front of you, in front of our children, in front of the life that we built together. I honored us.
Baby, I need to think. I'm conflicted. I'm finding myself.
You weren't finding yourself, you lost yourself. Now you lost me. I could be willing to forgive you, truly forgive you if you were truly remorseful.
I am sorry I feel this way.
But you're not sorry.
Would you rather have me lie to you?
Go. Just go. Go! You warned me. That was a long time ago. But you saw it. I didn't see it. Didn't want to see it.
He always flew by the seat of his pants with his emotions. Once it brought you laughter, and there was a time that it brought you whimsy and fun. But now that has brought you the worst pain imaginable.
Despair, Mama. And how did you see it?
Every one of us has our Achilles heel. Something or someone we're afraid we're going to turn into. Something lurking in the dark shadows just to limit who we are. How good we choose to be.
I'm ruined.
No.
Everyone will talk. Have they been talking?
People will always talk.
Mama, I don't know what I feel. I've been so blind.
I was blind too.
Daddy?
No. Me. Honey, I was blinded.
Mama, you? How could you?
I don't know.
God, Mom, and how did he forgive you? I don't know that either.
Slowly. Very slowly. And forgiving someone and staying with them are two different things, but in the end, I think he forgave me because I never really forgave myself. That made it harder for me to stay, even harder for me to leave.
But you and Dad were always happy.
We were almost always happy. But there was a time when your dad wasn't working for a while. I started working all the time to make ends meet, then get you guys through college, and I was alone, and I really didn't deal with the temptation well, even though I knew that behavior was beneath me. I guess I thought your dad had already left me. I felt like a widow already. I would sit under this porch light for hours, hoping for some profound epiphany on how to come back from it all. And eventually, I decided that there was room in my story, in our story, for a happy ending. See, Daddy did not live his life from a place of bitterness, of rage. He challenged me to love myself. So, I decided I could love myself.
Mama, I don't know if I know how to love myself anymore. I'm 32 and completely alone.
You are not alone, sweetheart, and your vision is clear. Once your eyes adapt to the sun, you'll be right as rain. Though it will take some getting used to.
This isn't the first time Herb has no inclination to change, and why should he? He's getting everything he wants. He loses nothing.
You support him and therefore support his escapades, his behavior.
Where do I go from here, Mama?
Well, you have many choices. And the first is how to deal with the pain. Acknowledge it. Don't pretend it doesn't exist. Own it, but don't let it own you. If you allow that pain to make you small and better, if you allow that fear past to be an excuse for actions being less than honorable, that thing wins. Don't let it win. You are worth fighting for. And so are those children. I just want what's best for you. Always. I know.
Love you, Mama.
I know.
Smoke, dust, and sadness settled over lower Manhattan at nightfall Tuesday as rescue workers, police, and firefighters.
Hurricane Katrina struck a fearsome blow across a wide swath of the Gulf Coast on Monday, flooding tens of thousands of homes in 3 states, displacing millions of residents.
Some see the iPhone, which goes on sale 6 p.m. Friday and costs $500 for the entry-level model, as a turning point for a gadget-crazed society. It combines 2 functions that people use every day, their iPod and a mobile phone. Throw in a big screen with it.
Oh my God, Dad!
Don't you think that's a little tight?
Honey, you can have your date on the porch with Archie.
No, thank you.
Oh my God,
What century were you born in?
We're still letting you have this date.
Please,
Lord,
Dad!
Don't make us regret it. And keep that porch
When
light
have
on.
I ever done anything wrong?
Not you, I'm worried about it. And I forgot the tickets.
My God, we ever quit?
We all have our Achilles heel.
Was your dad this bad?
Trust me, sweetheart, that is nothing like my dad was, okay?
Now you'll have your cell phone on you
Give
at
me
all
the
times.
please!
And that was a control
I'm a
of me.
teenager, Dad! Jeez!
I love you, pumpkin.
Not so fast, sweetheart.
Get over here.
He gets the cheese. I'm the cheese.
Now, your ordered pizza to the front
Already
door,
ordered.
not size.
We're getting cheese.
Like your favorite.
Let's go, honey. Bye, honey.
You just missed my parents. I thought you were going to come over before they left.
Sorry, been at the practice longer.
Yeah? You guys sound awesome.
You know,
What?
it's fun when I see you in the front row.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, hello there, Keegan.
Hi, Juju.
Well, Keegan, who's your friend?
This is my friend, Archie.
Well, hello there, Archie.
Yo,
It's nice to meet you. I need to go home and feed my cats. I'll be seeing you.
so, where were we? Can we go inside and watch some TV?
Sorry, I promised my parents a date with you on the front porch. I already ordered cheese pizza. Cheese is your favorite, right?
Yeah, it's cool. Where from?
McDonald's.
That works.
Oh, Keegan! Guess what my Al made for me?
What, brownies?
Your favorite. Chocolate, and
Yeah, Archie, you're gonna love these. Chocolate brownies, chocolate with frosting, and chocolate chips. Chocolate, yum.
Oh, I get it.
Well, there you go. See you later.
So, where were we?
And talking about your band.
You know, it'd be cool if we could get together to jam
I
sometime.
would love that. I play the guitar too. My dad taught me when I was little. He says I'm not bad, but he's my dad, so he's supposed to say that.
Yes. So,
Oh, Keegan! I brought you some milk. What a brownies without milk! Well, I better get going. Toodaloo!
later. She gone yet?
What's the problem? Don't you like brownies and milk?
I'm lactose intolerant.
Oh.
She's kind of nosy, right?
What? That's just Juju. She helped raise me when Dad was fighting PTSD after the war and Mom had to go back to work. She is the sweetest thing ever. Happy you met her. I wanted you to meet her. Eventually. She left so fast. Normally she's a talker.
Oh, she's not gone.
You're
Think she'll leave and then...
You're so tense. I didn't know you get so stressed.
I know how to relax.
You wouldn't have my spare key, would you?
No, I'll grab the spare if she lost and keep fishing.
Oh, I forgot all about that. Here, Archie, why don't you hold my bag? Just keep on cracking a noise. Time will be gone as quick as a wink.
So my primary guitar is American Stratocaster, but I also have a Gibson. I know people say you should love one or another, but I love both.
Oh, Keegan, I remember when you used to play your acoustic. Keegan has such a gorgeous voice. She could do jazz and folk and classic rock and indie rock.
Archie's a band. He's a singer and guitar player, Juju.
What genre do you do, Archie?
We don't like to define ourselves. We're creating our own genre.
What does he mean?
They do screamo, goth, and death metal. But also do ballads like Avenged Sevenfold and Metallica.
Oh, so Archie, do you work your arpeggios on the guitar? I mean, I would like those chord structures, but I have a problem with the screamer. You know, it sounds like you're hurling. No offense.
Take it.
So when are you guys getting together again to jam?
Tomorrow, maybe. Want to come?
Sorry, we're finishing my school group project then. The one we were supposed to work on last Tuesday, remember?
Yeah. I went to a party last Tuesday.
Midnight?
I mean Friday. It was wild. We had a keg. Coffee. We each had 5 drinks. Boy, was I caffeinated.
Hey, Keegan. I'm pizza order. Hi, Scott. I forgot you worked at Giordano's.
Yep. Huh. Should have brought my part of the group project over. So, is Archie working on it with you?
No, we were. So did you finish your part of the group project, Archie? It's a good chunk of our grade, and now that I think of it, haven't showed up any of the times we practiced so far.
I've just been slammed with the band.
So have we, but we still show up.
Well, I found them.
They were in there somewhere.
I will be wondering what happened to
My
me.
purse is just as bad.
So, I thought someone got your order wrong, since your standing order is pepperoni and this order is cheese.
No, I ordered cheese. But I changed my mind. You know, I think I want pepperoni. And you know, we can all work on that project right now.
Well.
All of us.
You know, you're my last order.
I'm off work. I wouldn't mind.
Oh, well, there you go.
Take out a wooden nickels, lady. It was nice to meet you, Archie.
Right.
Protesters take to the streets Monday outside the New York Stock Exchange in Lower Manhattan, where demonstrators complaining about corporate greed and the power of the financial industry staged.
President Barack Obama, our nation's first African-American president, was re-elected Tuesday, but Republicans appeared set to return. For the first time in court, the Boston Marathon bomber dropped his blank, impassive demeanor and cried as a sobbing aunt briefly took the stand Monday in his federal death penalty trial.
My God, I need a glass of wine. I can go for that.
Starbucks line wrapped around the building this morning and my Bluetooth malfunctioned. So I missed the town hall at work today and didn't get to hear about the new bonus structure. Hey, get off your brother right now! He's not a horse!
That's a rodeo.
Anyway, got through this week so far, I pulled the rabbit out of my hat and someone asked me to do Houdini's underwater bound chain trick as an encore.
You think that's bad? At 2:43 a.m., the low batteries for the smoke detectors go off. The chirps fill the house like a tree frog on a lazy summer day. No one likes tree frogs at 3 o'clock in the morning. Josh, don't eat that gross, nasty gum from the slide. I am watching you, and I mean it. The baby kept waking up again and again after every single time I fell asleep.
Seriously, you think if they're hardwired into the house, they would need batteries, right? First world problems, right? Catherine, how's the Easter egg hunt?
Well, during the Easter egg hunt, the twins got into a fight and started tumbling down the hill. And then Susie decided she was Jewish, and therefore she didn't do Easter egg hunts because she didn't believe in Jesus, and somehow Easter eggs and Jesus are associated with each other. And then, of course, Malcolm had to inform Susie that it was based on a pagan ritual and that she was in the clear in any case. And then Susie informed Malcolm that the Jewish faith did not support the pagan rites.
Well, sounds like a blast. Way to go, Skylar! Mommy's proud of you!
What about you, Barbara?
Me? Well, my anxiety kicked in right before bedtime last night, so then my OCD kicked in, so I stayed up way too late cleaning. I got the new Murphy's oil and Windex. I just scrubbed everything down. Ken was at baseball fantasy camp, and the kids were at a sleepover, so I was completely alone inside.
Alone, and you didn't invite us?
At 1 a.m., I was rocking out cleaning.
Well, we all have our own ways to deal with stress. You rage clean. What would someone in a higher tax bracket even do?
Get the mage to rage clean or press their...
Are you going to yoga today? No, I downloaded a new mindfulness app. It's cheaper.
Oh, sorry I'm late, girls. I was almost in an accident. Oh my gosh. This idiot driver couldn't grasp the idea of using his left turn signal, let alone to turn like the rest of the world.
What happened?
Well, he turned, and I was this close to being T-boned. So away, so oblivious and so clueless.
Speaking of clueless, do your kids ever mumble little like throwaway comments when they're exiting the room? I mean, I feel like screaming, "I'm sorry, little missy. I didn't hear you over your little attitude."
All the time. And Marie Cooper, you put your jacket back on right now!
Got the middle name, well done. I mean, seriously, no one warns you how hard this parenting thing is.
No instruction manual.
How my parents made it look so
easy. Well, maybe the rules were easier then.
Maybe. So, I finally got up the nerve and asked Dexter to marry me.
No.
What? Well, here's how I did it. I said, Dexter, it's been 2 years and they say two can live as cheaply as one.
What did he say?
He said, well, I suppose one of us might think about the question. And that was it, just like that. He was trying to get the nerve up and here I was sweating it.
So we were celebrating.
And I get to tell my mother, take that!
Another victory for computer dating.
So I did things out of order. Career, artificial insemination. Awesome kid. Marriage.
So what my mother-in-law always says, march to be your own drummer, yet make sure to add the symphony of life with them.
Problem is, no one is marching to their own beat, and somehow marching to someone else's beat at the same time. So we're all lost.
My God, it was simpler when we were little. It was like connecting the dots in coloring books.
Now we're adults, we're still learning to adult, and we're expected to connect all the dots in real life. If only everything was simple in an adult coloring book, which I'm obsessed with, by the way. I'll call Pearl.
How are you doing? Sit down.
So happy you could all come over to visit. My Pearl should be getting home from school soon. She's a good babysitter. You might want to hire her.
We'll look into it.
Have you seen my sweet Richard? Richard got left, but he says he loves you very much.
He is such a great guy.
I'm so lucky. He has been such a dear. You're thinking of going on a second honeymoon soon.
Well, Charlie's kindergarten teacher wants to interview him.
We're in a elite school? What is this?
Nope, just plain public school. It's so intimidating. I mean, what if Charlie answers the question?
But he's fine. Just let the kid be a kid.
Exactly.
And you know, kids used to decompress when they got home from school with all this junk. But now their peers are everywhere via social media. And they can never feel like they can unplug, you know?
And Marie says that a lot of her classmates are starting to have serious anxiety at the school shooting drills. They're never told whether it's real or not, so they're just huddled there, hunched over and afraid. Our babies aren't safe. How many more Sandy Hook school shootings have to take place?
So, Elizabeth, how's Saul doing?
Saul, my brother Saul. He's still fighting the disease of despair, and now that he beat uppers, it seems he's transitioned addictions to being a workaholic. He's even covering up the pain he never dealt with.
I'm handling it.
Poorly, mocking it.
Not helping.
And then I get frustrated because I know Ruth makes jokes about him using it to fight on me, but those kids won't have those memories with Saul. He won't be the one teaching them how to ride bikes, to play toys, to read them a story, and to tuck them into bed at night. It looks like they have a great house and all, but you have to ask yourself, is it really a home for kids?
Ruth must be so very lonely. All too soon we forget the things we never thought we'd forget. We get busy, and that busyness creates a distraction to forget. And then we lose making the happy memories. Scared that when I'm older, all I will remember is the busyness and the stress. And what I want to remember are the moments with my family. Just living. Really living and loving them. And making enough of those memories that I can cherish, that they can cherish. Memories make up the fiber of our lives. They keep us from making the same mistakes, otherwise we are doomed to repeat them. I really lived. I really loved. Richard was such a sweet soul. He's gone now, isn't he? I miss him, but at least I have my memories.
Mama, we were so worried about you.
We were just all chatting.
Sorry, I was on a conference call. She's a sneaky one. How are you handling this, Pearl? You are doing a lot.
It is a lot, but she always helped take care of me and my daughter Sydney. I get to work from home now, but sometimes while helping to raise my grandchildren when they are on visitation and parenting my mom when she doesn't remember and still being parented by her when she does,
Well, that is a lot. Listen, I really want to thank you all. I know it's awkward and Mom still thinks this is their house. We moved back into the neighborhood because familiar surroundings help with the dementia. I can't take in memory care. Not yet.
This was her house too, and in one way, she's just one of the girls sharing it with us.
Pearl, dear, we should get dinner ready for the children. About breakfast for dinner. Sydney loves country fried steak and waffles.
Sounds good, Mama.
We should get going. See you all later.
Bye.
See you.
Well, I'm going to be taking the kids to the Pride Parade and accompanying them from a slight distance.
Good for you. Oh my God, have you seen the new neighbor kid?
Yes.
He is such a hipster. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he had his little baby bulldog on the baby carriage on the metro train.
You can't be serious.
Oh, but I am, and my kids think that he's just the coolest thing ever, and they want a French bulldog.
So, I'm thinking of becoming a hipster myself.
What?
We're getting chickens. I'm so excited.
Well, taking the kids to Comic-Con tomorrow. We could try to trade out the cosplay costume.
Well, I'm all for saving a bit of cash. I might even dress up to embarrass the kids.
Well, I call Wonder Woman. Of course you do.
I may go as one of Doctor Who's companions. Or Zelda.
But no, anime. Oh yeah, I'm with you on that one.
Well, brownies are ready. Chocolate, 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 yum. Come and get it.
The wait was well worth the ultimate reward Wednesday night when the Cubs rallied for 2 runs in the 10th after a 17-minute rain delay to take an 8-7 victory over the Indians in Game 7 that accomplished their...
Thousands of women are identifying themselves as victims of sexual harassment or assault following a call to action propelled by actress Alyssa Milano. The long-awaited report from Special Counsel Robert Mueller details abundant evidence against President Donald Trump, finding 10 episodes of suspicious behavior, but ultimately concludes it was not Mueller's role to determine whether the commander-in-chief...
It's a lovely house. It won't be on market long. And great school district.
I like the park and the spacious rooms.
It's close to both airports and trains. There's a room over that way that would make for a great home office or nursery. And, well, oh, the kitchen's up for a bit of a remodel, but
It's solid.
built to last.
You know, I always wanted to live on a tree-lined street. And I really like the library.
How many children do you have?
Altogether, there will be 7 of us.
7.
Well, I was a widower. Never thought I would find someone as kind as my wife ever again, but I did.
Congratulations.
And as an added bonus, she has 3 beautiful children who actually get along with my own too.
Mine fight over who's breathing each other's air.
We are lucky. You know what? We'll take it. Offer the full asking price.
Wonderful. We can get the paperwork set inside if we'd like.
No time like the present. Anyways, I gotta take my youngest to go see the newest Marvel movie. Whatever that is.
So you know, old houses like these tend to be loaded with history and Easter eggs of sort.
I could see that. Just walking up the steps, I saw 2 little handprints in the cement right there. And over there, some initials carved into a heart. I wonder what their story was. I wish this house, this porch could talk. I wonder what stories it would tell.
This one will stand strong.
Darling, can't you give me a hint?
Stop. Built to last.
Darling, Jasmine, do you
Honey for my...
I know. Be home by the time the porch light comes on.
They're all grown up. People are good, son, but sometimes we frighten...
What's he doing in our neighborhood?
Why? Because this is my home.
Too bad the squirrel can't...
Don't be a calm about the heels, darling.
Ready now, Mama.
What's your mom's favorite flower?
Mama, how did you know?
Did you hit your sister?
She ran into my fist with her face.
Lord, what is it good for? Absolutely nothing.
Someone has to be the grown-up here. Pepperoni pizza.
Are you okay, Shelty?
I want to be a bird that flies.
It was worth the new bed sheet.
What should we do for Shelty, Mama?
We're already doing it, son.
It was the sweetest thing.
The lemonade?
No, that was too sour. But you.
Me?
My honey mixed pickles.
Coming home, you can find precious things you didn't know you lost. But I'm so broken.
Oh, broken, Ian, but we've got each other.
Ready to take drastic action.
Maybe score kebabs?
No hanky panky.
Cheese, Dad. It's the cheese.
It's the cheese.
Chocolate, 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 and you.
I'm lactose intolerant.
Way to go, Skylar! Mommy's proud of you!
I miss him, but at least I have my memories.
Keep the porch light burning for you.